Now, you may think being on television equals fame, fortune, and having a lot of followers, but the dark truth about it is that everybody's watching when you're not looking.
Very happy time. That was a very, 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 very.
Nobody's playing in my bed. It don't matter what you say or what you do. Everybody needs someone to come up.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jermaine Crawford. I'm an actor, writer, director, and I want to get into the dark truth about what it's really like to be on television. There was this girl that did this interview recently. She recapped an interview of a Vibe magazine cover that Beyonce did in the early 2000s, and Beyonce spoke about when she went to an airport, kind of no makeup or anything. They were like, "Damn, you don't look like Beyonce," and they were kind of trying to talk shit about her. But then she said, "Okay, well, now from now on, I'm going to go to the airport when I travel. I have to be Beyonce." But then when she came all made up, people were like, "Damn, you stuck up. You think you better than everybody." And she said it was that moment that she realized that she can't make anyone happy, truly. You can't make anyone happy. But when people have this access to you and who they think you are, it's almost like ownership. I was blessed enough to break into this industry when I was very young. I was on a very popular television show. I've worked with a lot of superstars, from this to that, you name it. And I'm very grateful that my career has had a very slow and steady pace towards superstardom. By default, it's kind of like this invasion of privacy. I remember one time I was living in Maryland, The Wire was hot, and I had someone that was like, "Oh yeah, what's up, man? Oh, okay, cool. What do you do? You're an actor? Oh, that's what's up. Okay. Yeah, man, I don't really watch too much television or anything like that." And we connected. But then about 4 months later, I think I met that person's mom, and they were like, "Yeah, such and such loved you on The Wire. He used to watch that show all the time." And it was like this weird moment of like, well, why this beep just act like he didn't know who I was in order to be connected to me? And that's the dangerous part about celebrity, is that in your skin, through your eyes, you're just the same person. You just have a job that a lot of people know about. If you're a doctor, you go to work, you clock in, you clock out, you get to go to the movies, you get to go to the mall. And if you meet somebody, you're hoping it was serendipity bringing you together. And it's like, "Oh, we met, X, Y, and Z, this is who I am." But when you work in television or film, it's not like that. A lot of people may know who you are and pretend like they don't know who you are so that they can get connected to you. And it's, in my eyes, it's a little manipulative. It's a little dark. So with that, your trust issues do begin to grow, because you start to ask yourself, like, damn, who's really here for me? Who's really here for my platform or my resources or my connections? And it can become isolating. And it makes you begin to second guess kind gestures, because people are using their kindness as currency. There's that whole element of people's perception versus your reality. People will assume that they know you because of what they've seen, and people will weaponize their oblivion. And the truth is, it creates a huge emotional toll. Yes, to work in television, it's very lucrative. To be on TV and films, it's very lucrative, but it really comes at a cost. It takes a huge emotional toll on an individual, because when everyone has access to you, there's absolutely nowhere to hide. You can't just go here and chill and fit in, because you don't know who knows you or what can be used against you. It's like being a politician. You can't do anything anywhere, because everything can and will be used against you. I've learned that having a platform is very powerful. It's one of the coolest things you can have, a platform when people know you, respect you. They'll take the time to listen because of who you are. It's a very cool thing. It's a very powerful thing. It allows me to inspire people. It allows me to empower people. It allows me to connect with a lot of people. So that's the great part about it. It definitely comes with its perks. You do get to have a certain influence that if you care to do good in the earth, it's that much easier to do so because of who you are. For me, I had to learn that certain parts of me are sacred, because when you give too much to social media or to the public, you kind of run the risk of losing everything. Let the work be the work and let my personal life be the personal life, and try not to really put too much out there. But if I could offer any advice to anyone that wants to make it big on television or in film or movies, know what your boundaries are. We say it all the time, but protect your energy is very important, because not everyone that's watching you, not everyone that follows you, not everyone that likes your stuff or engages with your content has your best interest at heart. So you've got to protect yourself. You've got to protect your energy, and you got to know what your boundaries are. Know what's sacred to you. Know what you are just not willing to share, because you don't want to put everything out there. So that's my spill on the dark side of being on television. But how do you think you would handle it? How would you handle being in the public eye? Do you think you would thrive? Or do you think it would make you cautious? Leave a comment, share, repost. Let me know what you think. Let's get the conversation going.